Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fleet Feet Huntsville Madison YouTube channel, your go-to spot for expert running advice from expert runners, always bringing you top-notch gear and in-depth shoe reviews. I am Ben, and today we're diving into one of the most popular neutral daily trainers on the market, the Brooks Ghost version 17. Let's talk what's new with version 17 of the Brooks Ghost. The Ghost 17 refines Brooks's best-selling neutral trainer with some really smart, noticeable updates. First, you'll notice the new midsole foam that they debuted in version 16. They stick with that in version 17. It's the DNA Loft V3. It's a nitrogen-infused cushioning. It's giving you that slightly lighter weight, softer, bouncier feel, making it more responsive without losing any of that ground feel that Ghost lovers really like in this shoe. You're getting more cushion in version 17. They increased the stack height all around. Now check this out. 36.5 millimeter in the heel, 26.5 millimeter in the forefoot. It doesn't necessarily make it more plush, but you do have more cushioning, especially up front. What they did was they increased 1 millimeter in the heel, 3 millimeters in the forefoot, bringing the drop down from that classic 12 mil drop to a 10 millimeter drop. That is a pretty radical change for the Ghost and for Brooks to do in general. So that's going to bring it into a more streamlined, balanced geometry. For most people, we see most shoes trending more toward like a 6 to 8 millimeter drop. Brooks has always been on the high end of that with most of their daily trainers. So I like to see them coming down a little bit, making it more accessible for more people, whether you're running, walking, training for a 5K, 10K marathon, whatever. I just think it modernizes the feel of the shoe a good bit. On the outsole, they've redesigned the rubber and some of the flex grooves here. I like the rubber segmentation. They save weight where they don't need to add unnecessary coverage. You're improving those heel-to-toe transitions without compromising grip and quality. Really, really nice here. The new flared or kind of kickback heel collar here, you're also starting to see on more and more footwear. This is a really nice design. It reduces Achilles irritation by pulling away from that Achilles tendon, enhancing overall that comfort around the ankle. Now, because they increased the cushioning here, they increased the stack, you do have a slight, it's not even noticeable when you put it on your foot, but a slight weight increase. About 10.1 ounces in a men's size 9. I've got a men's size 11 here and a women's size 9 here. But very, very similar to the Ghost 16. Most people are not going to notice a difference unless you're just going out and you're doing long runs where those tenths of an ounce do add up. As far as the fit in the upper, it's going to fit pretty true to size. What most of us have noticed here at our store is that it runs long. I typically size in most footwear very comfortably at a men's 11. This 11 here really does fit and feel like an 11.5. Now, that being said, it's very roomy. I like the fit around my foot. It gives me plenty of space. I like space in a shoe. I know a lot of people do. However, if you are typically sizing, true to size, if you're typically a men's 11, I think you could even comfortably drop down a half size. Same for the women. I can't speak from personal experience as a dude myself, but it does tend to fit at least a half size long. So just something to be aware of that for you online shoppers out there. We're always going to recommend coming into the store, letting us fit you, try it on. That way you can really evaluate. So if you're just shopping online and hoping it fits in your usual size, you may find that your usual size is running longer than normal. As we mentioned, that flared Achilles, that flared collar pulling away from the Achilles to prevent rubbing. They do multiple widths in both the men's and the women's. So you can find everything from narrow to extra wide. So in men's, it's going to be B width to 4E. Women's, you're going to be narrow is going to be a 2A all the way up to a 2E, making this a great option for a lot of different foot shapes. That's why we love the Brooks products here at our store, including shoes like the Ghost, because we can find something in every size and width for all of our customers. We fit a diverse customer base here, and so we like to be able to have something for everyone. That soft interior and padded tongue for step-in comfort, none of that really changes. The double-layered jacquard mesh on the upper is going to keep it nice and lightweight and breathable. Removable insole, that soft sock liner, nothing fancy about that, but it's removable to allow for those custom orthotics or inserts. As far as the ride and performance, it's going to deliver that smooth, consistent ride that Brooks fans expect. Easy runs and recovery. It's going to be responsive, protective, great for slow miles, great for leg saving days. It's on the firmer side, so it's not going to be that squishy, soft marshmallow recovery shoe. But if you're just looking for something good and supportive for a low mileage recovery day, the Brooks Ghost is a terrific option. For your long runs, that DNA Loft V3 is going to keep you fresh. It's going to give you some energy return, some decent responsiveness. Fresh over distance with more forefoot cushioning, especially. That's going to be the biggest difference that most folks will notice is how much more protection you have under the front of your foot. It's going to be versatile for all of your daily stuff, right? Walkers, new runners, even those of you standing all day. We are a run specialty store, but I always like to appeal to our walkers and our comfort seekers out there. This is a fantastic option for you too. If you need a good work shoe, just something that's going to hold up and not compress and be too soft over the course of the day. If you're on concrete floors or tile floors or just hard surfaces in general, doing 10 to 20,000 steps a day, look at the Ghost. It's going to be a terrific option as well. That being said, it's not exactly built for speed. It is lightweight. It's a light neutral daily trainer, but it doesn't have the propulsiveness, say, of a true tempo shoe. It will feel lighter on your foot than the specs suggest, but if you're looking for more of that tempo interval workout feel, the Brooks Hyperion or Hyperion Max might be better suited for that speed work. And although it is a neutral shoe, this is going to be a very, very stable ride. We use neutral and stability in a lot of different ways with our customers. Stability in a shoe means you're going to have more medial support. That's support for excessive pronation on the medial side of the shoe. But a neutral shoe can be stable, and that's what we see here in the Brooks Ghost. It's got a very flat, stable heel. So we're not controlling for anything in the middle of the foot, but you're not going to be unstable or squishy or unbalanced in the Brooks shoe. So if you're a neutral runner and you don't want added correction or stability, take a look at the Ghost or a lot of the other Brooks products. They're all going to be very stable neutral trainers. On the durability and the outsole, they kept the outsole simple and effective. That classic kind of road tack rubber gives you great grip and solid wear resistance. Like it's a thick layer of it. So if you're really, really heavy on a shoe, just getting more between that midsole component and the ground is really going to help save the life of the shoe, get you more miles when you're out there walking, running, training for anything. Those flex grooves that you have here, as you see through the forefoot, are going to help flex with the natural motion of the foot, keeping those transitions feeling very smooth and natural. Obviously, as a road shoe, this is going to work best on roads and paved surfaces. Some light paths, natural earth and gravel is going to be fine as long as that's not your primary surface. It is not made for trail. You don't have the protection underfoot that you need if you're going off-road onto very, very technical trail. So we recommend keeping this one on the roads and sidewalks. Parks, grass, light paths are totally fine. You can expect 300 to 500 miles of life out of the shoe, depending on usage. That's always going to be dependent on each individual wearer. So if you're not tracking mileage, we recommend tracking your steps, converting that into mileage. Just kind of have an idea monthly on average what you're putting on the shoe. Most people are going to get 10 months to a year out of their Brooks. Any more than that, we do recommend coming in for an evaluation and looking at whether it's time to refresh. Now, compared to the previous version of the Ghost, I don't have one here with me today, but compared to the previous version, the 16, you have that 3 extra millimeters in the forefoot, right? So it's going to give you a softer, smoother toe off. Lower drop, 10 millimeter versus the 12. So overall, a more balanced geometry and a balanced ride. New kickback collar. Personally, I love this. Just better comfort overall around the heel and the ankle. Same great outsole durability, slightly updated rubber pattern and flex pattern, slightly heavier. I mean, slightly, most people aren't going to feel the difference. And overall, I think the ride is somewhat smoother. It's really a decent refinement. So who is the Ghost 17 for? Well, neutral runners, if you're logging anywhere from 10, 20, up to 50 miles a week, it's going to be a great option. Beginning runners, high school, runners running track or cross country who just need a daily trainer that's forgiving but consistent, should look at the Brooks Ghost. Even your marathoners, high mileage runners needing a long run, really durable daily workhorse should check this one out. Walkers, nurses, teachers, factory workers, anyone on their feet all day or most of the day on hard surfaces are going to find a lot of value in the Brooks Ghost 17. If you've got wide or narrow foot or you're using an orthotic, we can find you something that will fit you comfortably in the Ghost 17 lineup. It maybe not be for you if you want a lightweight shoe for speed days or racing, like I said, more of a tempo feel. If you prefer a soft or like ultra bouncy foam, the Ghost isn't going to give you that. It's responsive, not necessarily propulsive. And if you want added or enhanced stability features to kind of control for excessive pronation, you're not going to find that on the Ghost. We'd recommend you look at something in their GTS options like the Adrenaline or a higher cushion option like the Glycerin GTS. But overall, the Ghost 17 provides solid functional updates in a really nice modern aesthetic that's going to fit great and feel great for a lot of people. So that's our deep dive into the 17. You can come down and try it on today at Fleet Feet in Jones Valley or our Madison location out on Hughes Road. Let us take you through that streamlined fit ID process to help you find the right shoe for you. Are you a Ghost fan? Are you thinking of trying the 17? Do you already have the 17? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, do not forget, please, 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 to like and subscribe. Just smash the thumbs up on that video and share with everybody you know. We're going to bring you more gear reviews, running tips, shoe reviews, all of the above. Remember, we believe that running changes everything. So get out there, and we can't wait to see you soon.